Okay, today we're going to figure out how to multiply polynomials. So just like when when we were trying to multiply two factors in our last unit, we're going to have two different strategies. So strategy number one is to distribute. So if I have two binomials, 5x squared plus 2 times 3x minus 1, I can try and distribute these using the same method that we used when we were multiplying two factors. So I will take 5x squared, multiply that by 3x minus 1, then I'll add 2, because I have a plus 2 here, and multiply that by 3x minus 1 as well. So we're doing double distribution. I'm going to distribute this 5x squared, and then I'll distribute the positive 2. So 5x squared times 3x, 5 times 3 is 15, and then x squared times x gives me a total of 3 x's, so it's x cubed. 5x squared times negative 1 is negative 5x squared. Positive 2 times 3x gives me plus 6x. And positive 2 times negative 1 gives me minus 2. And that's our final polynomial because we have no other like terms that we can combine. Let's try it with a different strategy. Oh, that's weird. So strategy number 2 is the box method, just like before. So I can start with my box. And again, I'm going to be multiplying these two expressions. I'll write them to the side over here. So the first one's going to go on top. So I have 5x squared and a positive 2. And on the side, I'll put my second polynomial, 3x, and then minus 1. So in the first corner box, I'll put 5x squared times 3x, which is 5 times 3 is 15. X squared times x, I'm adding my exponents, is x cubed. 3x times 2 is positive 6x. I'm going to the bottom left now. Negative 1 times 5x squared gives me minus 5x squared. And negative 1 times 2 is minus 2. And then I can just add all of these together. So I have 15x cubed, a positive 6x, a negative 5x squared, and a minus 2. I can rearrange this just to put it in standard form. And that is my final solution, my final polynomial. So let's try and do an example. So if I look at, I want to find out the product of two x and 3x to the fourth minus 1. So the product means I need to multiply, so what I'm going to end up with is this is actually 2x times 3x to the fourth minus 1. So let's try this with strategy number 1, which is distribute. This is probably the most natural way to do this one. So 2x times 3x to the fourth minus 1. So I'm going to distribute this whole 2x to both terms inside of my parentheses. I'll end up with 2x times 6x to the fourth, so 2 times 3 gives me 6, and then x to the 1, x to the first, times x to the fourth, 1 plus 4 is 5, so I get x to the fifth, and then 2x times negative 1 is minus 2x, no like terms, so that's my final answer. Over here, I'll do my box method. So this one's a little bit different since I only have one term on the left. So I'll start with my box. My box is only going to be one row though, because I don't need that extra spot on the bottom. So on top, I'm still going to put 3x to the fourth and minus 1. And on the side, I'm just going to put 2x. So 2x times 3x to the fourth, 2 times 3 is 6. X times x to the fourth is x to the fifth. And 2x times negative 1 is minus 2x. I can add both of those together, and I'll end up with 6x to the fifth minus 2x. And that is my final answer.